expect your island to be better or improve, and you want people to sympathize with you when things fall apart. Why? And you can go back to the poll and still vote PLP. Make that make sense. Anybody got time for that? You're suffering? Continue to suffer. Don't call nobody asking for help when you decide you can still do fool when the election comes. It is what it is. Because one of the most offensive things is you ask for advice. People give you advice. The advice that can help you but rather than taking the advice, you continue to go in the same direction. And then when you fall apart as a result of going in the same direction that the person said, well, you know, maybe you need to stop going in this direction and focus on this. Then you won't come, oh, you can't do something for me, eh? You can't put this in mind. You see how bad they're doing us? You deserve to get too bad. It is what it is. Who don't like it? Too bad. All right? Anyhow, let's move on. So, I need to tell y'all, I talked to y'all on the last 2 episodes about the Bribery scandal, where we had 4 of our young men go to prison. Right? And I'd been talking about it previously. We had 4 of our young men go to prison. 3 for attacking a young man. So 1 went to prison for 2 years, and the other 2 went to prison for 1 year. And then the young man who was attacked, he also went to prison because he had breached his probation and he was caught with drugs. So he went for 8 months, right? And so something happened after that. There was some discussion about some plan or plot. Well, first of all, it leaked that persons were trying to bribe the young man to withdraw the case. They tried to offer him some money, upwards of $6,000. Then it leaked that there was some meeting down at Friendly Bob's Bar in Deep Creek in relation to the young man's life and threats to end his life once he got out of prison. Now, of course, we talked it on the show because we need to expose it, because if anything happens to a young man, I'm going to the police and I'm calling names with respect to the information I received. You understand what I'm saying to you? I ain't call no names now because, yeah. But if something happened to him, I go to the police and I can call them names, and I hope they investigate every ninny hole who involved in the wickedness that you're involved in, because you should not be doing it, and no one should feel under threat. They attacked the young man, beat the young man. They deserve to face the consequences of their actions. Anyhow, I talked all this. So I got a message. I got a couple of messages. I'm going to read the messages to you all. And tell y'all what I got. Let me read the first message I got. The first message came from someone who I know, who I have regard for. The young lady said to me, whoever filling in you with your mess, but family bribery, it's a lie, because no one never had any communication with Clee. Clee is the young man who was attacked. No one never had any communication with Clee. That's a bunch of mess. You know, I'm using the other word. And so I simply responded, I heard otherwise. And then the person said to me, every hearsay don't be the truth, but they gonna run to you with anything and you will have it on your show. But we leave them to God. And Clee told the boys that day, when they go down, what is boys in prison going to do with them? I responded, if Clee did that, just as God dealt with them, God will deal with him. No long talk. You understand what I'm saying?